In this video I'm going to show you another method for placing notches on pattern pieces, and this is more akin to a manual method. So if you haven't watched my first video, take a look at the first video on placing notches on straight lines and it'll show you how I created the mini notches, etc. and my marker points. So the first thing I need to do is to place effectively a grain line on my sleeve piece, because there's no way I can reorientate this sleeve effectively if there's no straight line. It's easy on the centre front and the centre back because they have straight lines. So I'm just going to pop a grain line effectively. So I'm going to use a line segment tool and just click on the pattern piece, hold the shift key down and just drag a line onto there. Keyboard shortcut V to go to the selection tool and just click off, and I'm going to drag a line around both of those and use Command and G or Control and G on a PC to lock those. The next thing I'm going to do is just to flip this sleeve over, because I'm going to walk it round the armhole here. So if I go over here to the reflect tool or keyboard shortcut O, and I'm going to reflect on this line here. There you go. So now back to the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and just click off. I'm going to pick this one up and bring it here. Now you can see that I've colour coded this and I've created my notches, and I've actually colour coded my notches as well. I'll pop that there, ready. So Command and plus or Control and plus on a PC. I'm just going to pop that to the side and lock the front. So Command and 2 to lock, or Control and 2 on a PC. Pick that up, pop it there. So right in now, as close in as I can get. There you go. Now I'm going to use the rotate tool, so keyboard shortcut R. So I'm clicking on the anchor point there, that's my rotation point, and then if I just grab the sleeve and just pull, hold on, Command and minus, so it's not liking me. Let me try that again, Command and plus. Pop that back on there. Go to my rotate tool, click on the anchor there, and then it's possible that I clicked on, because it will pick up the points of the piece underneath, it's possible I picked on the anchor point of the piece I'd locked. So if it happens to me, it'll happen to you. I like to leave the little mistakes in. So Command and plus, I'm going to go in again so I can see. So I'm happy with that. Now I can re-anchor. So if I click again, what it does is it re-anchors. You see that point there? There. That means I've re-anchored. So now I can get hold of this and I can drag it again until it starts to go off. As soon as it starts to go off, I need to re-anchor again. Pull it round, and the more curved, the more re-anchors you need to do. So pull it again, re-anchor, pull again, and it's getting to the point really where I want to pop a notch. So I'm just going to re-anchor again until it's about there. Now I've decided that that's where I want my notch to go. So because I've already colour coded, I'm going to pull on my notch and pop it where I want it. Now I haven't added seam allowance on, so I'm putting my notches going to the outside of the pattern piece. However, if you want them going on to the inside of the pattern piece, it's fairly simple. I can use my rotate tool, click on here and then just rotate it round. Go back to keyboard shortcut V to the selection tool and just pop that where I want it until I'm happy. Go in again, you can see it's not quite straight, so go to my rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, click on the point I want to rotate from and just rotate that until I'm happy with it. I might want to go back to the selection tool, so keyboard shortcut V, and just take that back onto there. So that's great. So with that selected, I'm going to just do a command and minus or control and minus to come out, and I want to pick up my other notch. But what I'm going to do first of all is use the shift key and pick up the sleeve as well, and just do a command and G to group those so I don't pick one up and lose it. So let's bring you down here, the green, so command and plus. Again, I might want that to go to the inside of the pattern piece, so I'm just going to pick it up. And I can see it slightly off, so just go to my rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, click on there, and it's nothing to do with the pink pattern pieces, the sleeve, it's all to do with the green, just lining it up. It needs to be 90 degrees to the pattern piece underneath. Command and minus. So what I'm going to do is just go to the selection tool, pick that one up, pop it over there for a second. Just, if I highlight that notch there, when I go command and plus, it'll zoom right in on that, and that looks pretty good to me. That looks like it's at 90 degrees. But just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to click on there and just, yep, that's it. Good. So command and minus. Now, because I locked that piece, to unlock it so that I can group the notch to it, it's Option Command and 2 on a Mac, and it will be Alt Control and 2 on a PC. So in my selection tool, I'm just going to drag a box over that and Command and G to group. But here I have a wonky sleeve. So obviously if I wanted more notches, I could go onto the back. I'd be popping 2 notches on the back. So I'm going to reorientate this pattern piece. The simplest way to do that, to make sure it's 100% accurate, is to have your rulers on. If you haven't got your rulers on, it's Command and R on a Mac to switch them on and off, Control and R on a PC. So with my left mouse key held down, I'm just going to drag a ruler in, or a guideline in there, and pop it there. Now I'm going to pick up that and just pop that right on the guideline. So command and plus. Am I happy with that? I'm just going to pick it up until it intersects with the guideline there. Command and minus or control and minus. Now I can use the rotate tool again, or keyboard shortcut R. Click on the anchor there and then just rotate that up until it's perfectly aligned with the guideline. So I've got my sleeve back on the grain. So that is and obviously I can then reorientate my sleeve. So I would want to flip my sleeve back over when I'd finished, as I did in the beginning. So that's how we would walk pattern pieces and place notches. If you want to learn more about professional pattern cutting techniques, then please take a look at my course, Adobe Illustrator for Pattern Cutting. You'll find more information and links in the comments section below the video.